Explosion! Would you like to learn which 3 cryptocurrencies I would buy and hodl today for millionaire gains over the bull run? If you do want to know what and exactly why I would choose these 3 coins, then make sure that you watch this video all the way through to the end. Make sure you smash a like on this video if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to the Suppoman if you haven't, and hit the bell notification so you can get these videos live. We are in very bullish times, and so therefore the need to be live when I am live at the same time is paramount. Also in this video, I'm going to be giving you an update on Stratos, and you're going to be very excited by what I've got to uncover there. And I'm also doing a giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway. If you have been watching my Facebook videos, then you would be part of this first initial Wheel of Fortune. So I'm going to be doing more on that today and letting you know how you can get involved in Poly Launcher. So if you don't know who I am, my name is the Suppoman. I am the superhero of cryptocurrency. I find 100x altcoin gems. I don't tend to go for, this lot. Basically, the large caps. I tend to go for the cryptocurrencies with the most gains potential. So if you're excited about that, make sure that you stick around. So let me just make sure that I am live. Yes, I am live. I assume that it all sounds okay and everything. Yes, it does. I've only got 18 likes. Keep those likes going. Smash those likes. Let's get this bull run going. And in the meantime, I am just going to share this to Twitter, and it's done. It is done. So I'm just going to go right to the action, because right now, as you can see here, we are on the precipice of $2 trillion cryptocurrency market cap. Bitcoin has massively spiked back up. It's recovered hugely since the video I made where I was saying, if you do this, you will become a millionaire. And basically I was saying that you need to be getting in now, essentially. So it has really, really spiked. Bitcoin at 46, Ethereum at 3.2k, Cardano at $1.86. We're seeing some huge increases. Like Polygon, 21%. It's massive. But there are lots of cryptocurrencies that haven't yet jumped, and I'm going to be romping through them. So I'm going to take you through it right now. Yes, I am right now. So 3 coins to millionaire status, right? Now, if you have been watching me for a while, you will know that I like to, actually, bear with me 1 second, whilst I just make myself a little smaller. You will know that I like to teach. I don't just want to blurt out coins. I don't do what everybody else does, which is essentially just show my own shit coins, right? I like to give you method behind the madness. I want you to know why I choose the coins that I do and why I think it should go extremely well for these particular coins. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you my criteria. All right, so 3 coins to millionaire criteria. What would I look for when choosing 3 coins? Well, first of all, I would be looking for an early stage, long roadmap and low market cap project. Why? Because this is what makes multipliers. All right, so multipliers is 2x, 5x, 10x, 100x. All right, I'm not talking about 20% up. I'm not talking about 60% up. I'm not talking about 400% up. I don't want the average 400% and then it goes down 400% and then it doesn't have much of a bull run. I am looking at things that are going to multiply consistently and in a compound fashion. So the gains add on to all the gains made in the past. But I get in super early. That's why I look for early stage projects. Ones that are very, very new, low to micro cap in terms of value, and then roadmap. Okay, so the roadmap is basically what are the various milestones that's going to lead to increases to multipliers. Testnets, mainnets, product launches, listings, you name it, everything is involved in a roadmap. So I like to get involved in cryptocurrencies that display an ability to get in right from the beginning. Then a cryptocurrency that is a multiple narrative exploiter. All right, so what I mean by that is that you don't just have a cryptocurrency that goes up in NFT season and stays down the rest of the year. I want to get involved in cryptocurrencies that have got quite a grand scope. A cryptocurrency that can take advantage of multiple multipliers and therefore compound the gains. Then I like to go for cryptocurrencies that have got respected venture capitalists. Okay, so what I mean by respected is these are people that actually help these cryptocurrencies gain partnerships, gain listings, gain network effect, essentially. So as you can see, what these result in is network effect. So the respected VCs that I look for are Fenbushi, Pantera, Alameda, Coinbase, FBG, Binance, Polychain, and Kinetic. They are amongst what I would see as the very quality venture capitalists. They've been around a while. Some of them are better than others. Coinbase and Binance are probably better than the others in terms of being able to actively make a coin price go up, because they just list the coin on their platform, whereas none of the others have that ability. They make the inroads. But anyway, ultimately, what this leads to is network effect. Then a strong USP. What is the unique selling point? How does it differentiate from everything else? If there isn't something that differentiates it, then why should you invest in that versus something else? You know, if it's just like something else, then why won't the something else do better? Particularly if you're getting into an early stage something else. You know, why would you get into that when something else has already had the longevity? So you need to look for something that is a USP, a unique selling point. Whether that be a uniqueness in the particular project, a uniqueness in the vision, do they have a strong pain point and solution, and technology. Are they utilizing the best technology to be the best platform and best business and service provider they can be? And if they are, then this equals demand. Why would somebody go for a like-for-like product? You know, you would go for something that is the best product or the better product. So therefore, you want to be getting into cryptocurrencies that can capture demand. And then marketing. Okay, this is 50% of the problem. Okay, now respected VCs can help with this, and a strong USP can help with this as well, because there's something to market on. But what we need with marketing is we need a community. We need a team dedicated to marketing, and we need them to be active with their communities. They need to be active on Twitter. They need to be active on Telegram, and they need to keep these communities growing, because this is the easiest way of being able to build your community and increase the gains, increase the hodlers. Because what you have then is you have a community that is the solid foundation of the price, and then anybody new is adding on to that. All right, now with cryptocurrencies, they have to essentially double the amount of money going into them in order to 2x. And they need to 100x the amount of money going into them in order to be able to 100x. Therefore, the only way to do that is by building on community. So they've got to be actively marketing. Because if they're not actively marketing, they can lose their current community, they get a new community, that comes in, they start to lose them, and they never are able to make compounded gains. So this is my criteria. This is what I look for when I am investing. And I'm going to show you now some previous winners, because this is how I've made money in the past. All right, so first of all, I'm going to be looking at multiplier narrative, USP, respected VCs and marketing of these particular projects. So in third place, we have Linear. I don't know how much you can see. I'll go a little bit like that. 18K marketing. So Linear was a recent winner. Okay, 113x. I got it at 0.3 of a cent and it went up to 35 cents. So it was 113x. So the narrative, what was good about it? Synthetic assets and DeFi. Okay, so those are the two narratives. Synthetic assets was a narrative that was being grown by Synthetics, the platform, right? So people were getting an understanding of it. It was already a top 100. So there needed to be a low cap, but better competitor, which Linear was, and was also kind of exploiting the DeFi narrative that came up earlier this year. That is what led to the 113x. Now, their USP is that they were unique in terms of the synthetic assets they were looking to bring onto the platform. They're on Binance Smart Chain, so they were faster. And Synthetics is on Ethereum. So in essence, Linear was an improved and unique version of Synthetics. Now, they had two respectable VCs, and they have at this present time anyway 18k followers in marketing. It's probably more than that, actually. Then we've got BitMax. Now, BitMax is, in fact, to be honest, I think these marketing ones are slightly wrong, okay? So anyway, BitMax. So this 326x. Now, why did I choose Bitmax? Well, they're an exchange. Now, I was one of the early investors in Binance. I invested in Binance at 79 cents. And I make that due to my skills in being able to see how well they can build a community, and they did extremely well. Bitmax, knowing what I knew about Bitmax very early on, they had this transaction mining process which was enabling people to get really good staking rewards, and they were listing exclusive cryptocurrencies. They weren't just listing anything; they were listing exclusive ones that had some demand. Right, so this enabled them. So they were the first to list DOS, LTO network, quite a few, I can't remember their names, quite a while ago. But they were exclusive in who they were taking on versus other exchanges that were doing, they were just taking on anybody, basically. And they were DeFi, and very recently, they have taken part in launching cryptocurrencies. So they launched Oxygen and a few others. Name escapes me. Of the other one, the Oro project. So they were launching DeFi projects. So this was an improvement on exchanges as they existed, in my opinion. Now, this had one respectable VC, and that was FBG, right? But I knew that they had so much potential because they were coming out when there were loads of crappy quality exchanges, and there needed to be a good one. It's since rebranded to AscendX, but ultimately, they have ended up being one of my best ever multipliers because they were an improvement on what was there before. Then Matic, this 1000x. Now this was able to exploit multiple narratives, which was scalable infrastructure. Now, there was quite a few infrastructure when Matic launched, but they were slow. Neo, Ethereum, Bitcoin, quite a few infrastructures. They were slow. And Matic brought something new to the party with their plasma sidechains, which was a scaling method no one else was really using. And they had, they in themselves were able to build an infrastructure. So the narrative was scalable infrastructure, DeFi, and NFTs, because essentially projects can launch under Matic and therefore be under any umbrella. Oracle, supply chain, social media, anything. Right, so the opportunities were endless, and this is why it made such an enormous multiplier. But if you look at all these, they didn't have many in the way of respectable VCs, but they came out at a different time. But now we are living in an age where, you've got to stand out, and you need as much advantage as you can get. Because when Matic Bitmax came out, there were, 4,000 cryptocurrencies around? Now there are 11 approaching 12, and I expect that number to double in the next couple of months. I've got some super chats, by the way. I can't really address them at the moment. Hero TA, thoughts on BSC pad? I will talk about that in a while. Thank you for the amazing content. Suppo question, what crypto would you invest an extra 10k in the bull run? Conv, Mina, Ok, or Kono? I think I'm going to answer that coming up. Thank you for your streams. Is it a good idea to buy ETH pad at current coming price? Maybe, maybe not. And then Christelle, thank you very much for the $10. I really appreciate that. I'll have a look at ETH pad. I haven't actually looked at it in the last couple of days. Anyway, so this has taken you through what has gone into my winners of the past. Now, this is going to form my criteria of what I'm going to look for now. So, 3 cryptos, 3,300 each in each of them. All right. So again, I'm going to be talking about age and cap. I'm going to be going through the criteria and reverse engineering why I would choose these. So I'm going to talk about age and cap, narrative, the narratives they exploit, the USP, what's unique about it, the respectable VCs, and the marketing community or the community behind them. Okay, so at number 3, I have got Stratos. Now, Stratos is at the very beginning. Nothing has happened yet. They've had one testnet milestone. Nothing has happened yet. It's a blank canvas to fill. And that blank canvas being filled means multipliers. But at the moment, there is no real canvas. Okay, they have just started. They've been around 2MS, which is 2 months, and they are currently a $5.2 million market cap. So they are micro cap. Right, now, what are the narratives that I see them exploiting? Well, firstly, scalable infrastructure, because they have got a product called the data mesh And that data mesh essentially has decentralized cloud, decentralized blockchain, oracles, and video content and computing power. So there's 4 arms of this particular network, which is an infrastructure architecture that has not been seen as of yet. All right, so they can take part of scalable infrastructure. They are also able to take part in decentralized cloud. That's what DC is. Decentralized cloud. So like Filecoin, and Filecoin is a major coin, and this is a very, very low. This is a very, very micro version of that. So the ability to catch up with them is huge. Now that decentralized compute, that decentralized cloud is going to be able to enable content delivery. So music, videos, anything, right? Anything, any kind of content, any kind of media is going to be facilitated by their data mesh. So the sharing of it, the buying of it, the uploading of it, the watching of it, it's going to be a lot like Theta, all right? So you can watch, essentially you can watch low latency, high quality content with their technology. All right, so that's the video, and then the N is NFT. So they are working with NFT platforms as well. So they're going to be an architecture for NFT platforms. So the USP is the scalable tech. It's the solid tech, and I think that the tech is really marvelous, and this is why I got involved in it. Now they have got 2 out of the 7 respectable VCs. They have got Fenbushi and they have got Kinetic. Right, now their marketing is probably what is signaling they are very, very low in kind of broadcasting out there. So it's 18k Twitter, 20k Telegram. So overall, like relatively a small community, but that means it's got the ability to grow from that point. And for a small community, for a small micro cap, that is quite a large community. So anyway, Stratos, because it's so early stage, anything from this point is going to make the price go up, and it's found a solid floor. Then at number 2, my favorite, Convergence. Okay, so this has been around 4 months. Very, very early stage, but they've done so much in that 4 months. They have done 2 years of work in 4 months. Okay, so they're 30 million market cap, and the narratives, they are DeFi. Okay, so they also are enabling people to purchase any kind of asset in a decentralized way. It's not just cryptos. It's also going to be the volatility of private companies and public companies and all sorts of different, what would be classed as security assets. So that is very solid DeFi. And then I've got UL. It should just be L. L means launchpad, but I've put UL because this is a unique launchpad. This is not like, kind of BSC pad paid, Occam, and everything else. This is an opportunity to get involved in cryptocurrencies pre-IDO price. Okay, so this is a complete difference to what is offered out there by other launch pads. All right, so that is unique. So you're getting an even better price. You're getting a seed price. You're getting a real private investor price before kind of public sale price. All right, so that gives you you're able to just nick out even more multipliers at whatever you invested. And then the next narrative is a narrative that has not even yet taken off, but I do imagine it's going to take off because of DeFi, right? DeFi is opening up the ability to purchase assets you've never been able to purchase before. And, the synthetics took off. Now next is going to be security tokens. Security tokens are designed to give a profit. Utility tokens are not. So Binance and all the other exchanges that have cryptos to trade, they are utility tokens. STOs is going to be also security tokens in addition to utility tokens. So the USP is that this is unique. This is concentrated on assets you can't buy in cryptocurrency, but you can buy traditionally, and this is enabling you to buy it in a decentralized way. So they have got 3 of the respectable VCs. They have got Alameda, Pantera, and Kinetic, I believe. So 3 out of 7, their marketing is on point. So they have got 55,000 on, that's right, I'm sure. 55,000 on Twitter, 87,000 on Telegram, I think. I hope that's right. But anyways, not far off that, whatever the case. So they have got a pretty large community, and they have got a channel to over 100,000 people when they are marketing, when they are doing announcements, when they are doing pre-IDOs. So this increases demand. But they've also got the DeFi element. So people are earning a reward. They're earning a reward on what they are putting onto the platform, which also gives them the premium access to the Launchpad IDOs. So anyway, this is why I love convergence. And to be honest with you, convergence is stronger, if you think about it, than a lot of my previous winners. Right. Now, these are 2 micro caps. The next one is not micro. However, I do think it's got incredible gains potential. Now, not recommended, because this isn't financial advice, but when I spoke about it in my second to last stream, this cryptocurrency was 3x cheaper, but I still think it's got a long way to go. So in literally a week, it has pretty much 3x'd. And that is Mina. Now, Mina is a completely unique cryptocurrency. It's been out for 2 months. It's got 144 million market cap, which is not high. It's a low market cap. It is not where I would be able to see 1,000x gains. But I do think I could see solid gains. I do think that I could get, from this current price, still get 30x in this bull run. All right, so their narrative is that, again, scalable infrastructure. So all other blockchains are big, they are difficult, they are cumbersome, they are hundreds of gigabytes. All right, and Mina has taken the whole blockchain infrastructure and fit it into the size of a pixelated image, 22 kilobytes, right? So they are able to take advantage of scalable infrastructure battle. There is a big infrastructure battle. Polygon, Ethereum, Cosmos, ADA, Nervous. There's loads. Phantom, Hashgraph, there's loads. This is part of that battle, but it brings something unique to it. Also DeFi, also NFTs, because you are able to launch projects under the smart contracts. So therefore, it has a grand scope. And it's unique. Unlike other blockchains, this is really, truly unique. It's never been done before. This lightweight of a blockchain. And they have also got respectable VCs, but among them, they have got Coinbase, right? And they've got Binance. So they have got the creme de la creme. And we have already seen the advantage of having Binance because they have been listed on Binance. So they have also got solid marketing, 115,000 on 115,000 on Twitter and 63,000 on Telegram. So you've got a huge community and nearly 200k, right? That is a large community that forms the support, and I see this going towards $100 at some point. So anyway, yes, so those are my 3 cryptos. So it's worth mentioning the honorable mentions, okay? So this is literally 3. If I could only pick 3 today, if I had a gun to my head, I can't choose anything but 3 cryptocurrencies, that was what I would have chosen. But the honorable mentions are as follows. So Icon, this is a new one. This is a decentralized cloud service project launched on the Cardano blockchain. And I imagine this is going to really hike up when smart contracts are launched. So 2 weeks old, right? 3.5 million current market cap. So itsy bitsy. It's an improvement because it's on Cardano. It's not unique because there are other decentralized clouds out there, but it's an improvement because of the speed of Cardano. Cardano is looking to be the absolute ultimate when it comes to transaction speed and blockchain performance. Now, they have not got any of the respectable VCs, hence why they got marked down, and their marketing, their actual community size is really small. It's less than 20k. Then Konomai, right? So Konomai just misses out. This has been out 4 months, $14 million cryptocurrency. It's essentially Avon Polkadot. It capitalizes on DeFi. What the hell is PC? Oh yeah. So DeFi It also can take advantage of the Polkadot narrative and also take advantage of the parachain narrative. So there's 3 narratives there. DeFi is a big one. I don't underestimate the power of the DeFi narrative. Like, DeFi is like really strong. It is one of the biggest storylines in cryptocurrency that's going to lead to mass market adoption. Right? So, Column, I don't underestimate it. And because it operates on Polkadot and it's at the very beginning of its trajectory, this is going to be able to unlock the ability to do borrowing, lending in a very cheap manner. And this is just going to be much, much more user friendly than Aave. And Aave is a top 100. So it's an improvement. Now, they have got one of the respectable VCs in it. Therefore, again, it's just marked out, but it has got a large community, 36k on Twitter, 68k on Telegram. So they have got, 100k essentially, 100k in their community. And they are just, they've been, whittled down nearly to that IDO price. So even at this stage, it's an incredibly good opportunity. Then Happy. So Happy have got no respectable VCs behind them. However, as far as value propositions are concerned, I would say it's probably one of the strongest ones out there. So it's been out 5 months. It's worth 14 million. The narratives that they can take advantage of are oracles, DeFi. What the hell is MC? Launch pads and Solana. What is... Oh yeah, multi-chain. Happy is multi-chain, okay? So you are able, no matter what blockchain you're on, your dApp is able to plug into Happy, okay? So Happy is a cybersecurity project, okay? So this enables for the platforms that users use to see if they are being hacked. It enables for users to see if they are putting their money into a buggy platform, if they are putting their money into something that is likely to rug pull you. I have directly worked with Hacken before for a problem that I had, and they were brilliant at helping me sort it. So that just goes to show their expertise in crypto cybersecurity. They are unique. They are the only oracle that provides this service. They are the only service in cryptocurrency that provides this service. Chainlink and other oracles, they do not do this. So this, therefore, is very unique. It's very powerful in that way. It's got a relatively good community, 23k plus 18. That's around about 40k in their community. Could be better, but there are no respectable VCs in at this point. However, that doesn't necessarily mean this is not a good opportunity. I foresee that this is going to be one of the best products that exist during DeFi season. So when it's DeFi season, you are going to have hacks. Like what happened yesterday, the biggest hack ever, 611 million on the Poly network. This wiped out a load of people's money. Now, yes, some has been given back, but that's not the point. The point is it happened, and it should not happen, right? In DeFi land, right, with new investors coming in, this should not happen. Therefore, it is required that this kind of security is there. I think that was what the S is, security, not Solana, but they are also working with Solana for their launchpad. For the launchpad, they have kind of collaborated on called Boca Chica. And then Refinable. I can't but mention Refinable. They've been out 3 months, 35 million market cap. They take advantage of the NFT narrative, but not only that, but also 2 particular sub-narratives within NFT, which I imagine will have their own narratives, okay? So, high quality art. As we saw very recently, high quality art was what was making NFTs explode. And then recently, GameFi, which is what GF is. Okay, so it's NFTs, high quality art, and GameFi. This is the OpenSea on Binance Smart Chain. All right, so you've got OpenSea, which is Ethereum, and then this is basically Binance Smart Chain. All right, Binance Smart Chain, OpenSea. So this is an improvement. This is an eBay on Binance Smart Chain. This is the first NFT and best NFT marketplace on Binance Smart Chain. You only have to look at it. It's incredible. And they have got 1 of 7 respectable VCs, but that 1 of 7 is actually Binance. All right. Now, as far as their marketing is concerned, nearly 200k. 200k. Unbelievable. So they've got as big a community as Mina. Now, yes, as they had their stupid, people saying it's a scam and all this crap. Who cares, right? That's all kind of been and gone now. So, yes, so refinable is really good, but this has already made a 300x. It's already made me 100x. Yeah, 100 to 200x. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's kind of done what it needed to do, but I do still think it could, again, refine and better its previous price of $9, which would mean it's around about a 35x from its current stand. Right, so before I move on, let me take some questions and see what you guys are saying, which I have to do on my mobile today. Busy TG chat with lots of thoughts. Can I say keep doing what you're doing? It's from Lindsay. Keep doing what you're doing on FB, YouTube. Your streams are fab and deserve every like. Team Suppo, please show the likes. Yes, if you could, that would be marvellous. If you could, smash the likes. It keeps me coming here and not on Facebook. If you want me not to be on Facebook and want me to be here, because I have been doing Facebook streams every day, if you want me to be here and not on Facebook, then keep me here by smashing the like button. It's 416 watching, 175 likes. Let's smash them. Smash them up with ye old vigour. What do you think about comms token metrics? Seems like it's a big pressure from Wales. I don't know what you mean, Sando TV, but thank you for the contribution. Super, can you do a video on the top upcoming gaming tokens like Axie Infinity? Yes, in fact, to be honest, I am planning on doing actual gaming videos on them to test them. Because there's no point in calling them GameFi if you can't actually test the project. Pulse chain to 1 cent would be 1 cent each would be 100x. Thoughts? I don't know if that is true. Bear with me just 1 second. Yeah, pulse chain to 100x, yeah, would need to get to 1 cent, which I imagine is going to be next to impossible to happen very soon. Anyway, with what is happening with with what's his name? With Richard Hart adding 15 or 13 billion to the total pot, therefore generating trillions more supply. So I don't know quite what he's going to do with that, but it's gotta be like in Richard Hart we trust kind of thing. I will be honest, I was very disappointed by what he said about box mining yesterday. Box mining, obviously, as you'll know, is a friend of mine, and the fact that he got hacked in this Poly Network hack and just kind of laughed at it, I thought was disgusting, personally. Yeah, I agree with a lot of what he says, but I didn't think it was nice to call box mining a scumbag, because he isn't. Hey, Suppo, Willie, we mentioned in an interview that he likes technology of Radix. Any thoughts on it? Thank you, Radek, for the contribution. I don't really have any thoughts on it, to be honest with you. I kind of, there's so many cryptocurrencies that, you've just got to kind of stick your hat on the ones that you truly believe in. 107 market cap, like, what is the point? It's a 50 to 1 market cap to volume ratio, which looks dire to me. I don't like that. Sonar will explode. Great team. CZ from Binance follows them on Twitter. 20 million market cap in a month and a half. Personally, 12x. So well done you. Right, let me have a look at ETHPad. 8.4 cents. So ETHPad is an Ethereum-based launchpad. Okay, so they are part of the Bluezilla team. Bluezilla have created amazing launchpads. They have got nearly a 1.6 to 1 ratio, which is pretty amazing, actually. As far as ratios are concerned, that market cap to that volume is absurd, to be fair. So I have actually been staking on ETHPad. I've not been happy with the staking rate on ETHPad. Like, it says 300%, but you're getting it's not a lot of it. I don't think it's actually I don't think the calculation is accurate. However, it's still good. It's not bad anyway. I don't know about good, but it's certainly not bad. There we are. Let me just make it so it's actually showing. But no, I think that with all launch pads, like the proof of the pudding is in the project. Okay, so you can't say is it worth buying when they've had one IDO announced, which is I can't remember what the name is of that IDO, but you can't say is it worth buying, without knowing what's going to be coming up. I mean, there could be a huge amount of things. So yeah, I don't know. All you can do is just have a belief that they can deliver because other Blue Zilla launchpads have. Mineable token.com. What do you think? The token represents equity in a real world BTC mining operation. If they succeed, it'll be the ultimate passive income. I don't know about ultimate passive income. Let me see if I can find it. It's not there. So I don't know, but with new projects, have an element of cynicism when it comes to the things that they say. Hey, Suppo, I'm surprised you are not super bullish on Covalent. Only 2.8x from IDO and Binance and Coinbase along with other investors. Yeah, actually, to be fair, Covalent should have got an honourable mention. Because Covalent, like you say, and look, you can see with the 20% today, it is doing really well. The thing is, right, is that it's the narrative. Okay, so people like cryptocurrencies like the graph. I'm not huge on it. The indexing tools, I'm not huge on it. Like, I am waiting for Fiora. So therefore, better to put my money in something super low market cap than something that has already had some growth. And this is 45 million. Now, yes, it can do well. Yes, it will probably go on Binance and Coinbase and do really well. But you can't be invested in everything. However, use what I have talked about today. So use the criteria essentially. So where I have said, about uniqueness, respectable VCs, that is not for you to look at my investments and say I must invest the same as him. That's for you to look at how I have come to those choices and apply that criteria to your own choices. Because if you apply that criteria and this is the kind of narrative that you want to be exploiting, then by all means do so. I think this is a project that can do very well in DeFi season. And it is currently, what's that, a 7th? No, a 6th. So the market cap is around about, actually it's 5 to 1 or 6 to 1. It's very, very strong. It's very highly relevant. And this did go down to what, 30 cents? So this is only 3x up. You are right, but it's not something it's not something that I'm necessarily of the belief of. What do you think about lithium? I have answered this question a few times about lithium. I think that it is a very unique value proposition. It's got Pantera behind it. Do I think it's got top 100 capability? No, I don't. But I do think that it's pretty good. I think the platforms that it's going to help out is they are going to help them achieve better gains. Can you do a video on Plasm? Plasm Network? Yeah, it's not out yet. Shidden. Don't know what Shidden is. No, probably will do something on Plasm if I'm honest with you. Do you know about Wilder World? Yeah, that's an NFT platform. Let me have a look and see how they're doing. They did really well recently when NFT started shooting up. And it's gone back down to a 15. Actually, no, it hasn't really gone back down, has it? It actually keeps on increasing. So my kind of personal opinion is on cryptocurrencies that I'm not massively bullish on, is that if I didn't get in like 10x ago, then I'm not interested. Are you still bullish on labs? Yeah, I mean, as I said, if the security tokens, when the security tokens narrative does really well, it can do really well. Like labs is just trying and testing things at the moment. Right, okay, so, right, let me now take you through two more elements. Two more. Right, so Stratos. Okay, so Stratos, as you all know, is a cryptocurrency I got in pretty much at the beginning. And I have caught up with them. I have gotten an update on where are they at. Like, I want to have, an understanding of where are these bursts of value going to come from. And I've got to admit that I'm pretty happy with what I found out. So, first of all, they have already launched their blockchain testnet. So as you know, there are 4 arms. There is cloud storage, blockchain, Oracle, and decentralized computational power, right? And all of this is for content delivery networks, right? So end of June this came out, and when they launched their testnet, they got 80 new nodes. So this is the people around the world that allows this to be a decentralized infrastructure. So they are growing. And the price stability, why the price has stayed really well, how the price has stayed really solid, despite the fact this hasn't been blowing up marketing-wise, is because of the new nodes. They are purchasing Stratos because they need Stratos as part of being a node. So that's got demand already without the actual investor demand, but there is investor demand. Now, as far as the quality of their blockchain, current transactions per second has been 150 plus, with block finality in 5 seconds. Now, if you want some context, Mina protocol, which is currently, as I've shown you, well over $100 million, that has a transactions per second of 22 and a block finality of 1 hour. So that shows you that is nowhere near as scalable as Stratos is at its present time. So the data mesh architecture is sitting at a higher quality and higher performance than Mina protocol. And if you think about it, actually, this is roughly the same performance as Pulse Chain. So, and this suffers from lack of marketing. That is the only thing. As far as technology is concerned and everything else, this is very high quality, in fact. Then the decentralized storage. That is going to have a testnet coming in August. Okay, so that is going to lead to demos on how the product works, and is going to be a wallet as well. So any services wanting to utilize the decentralized storage is going to be able to use it on the testnet come August. So this hasn't happened yet. This is going to be happening. It was meant to be happening last month, but with the blockchain testnet and with the miner community that they are managing at the moment, this has been delayed somewhat. So this could come out at a perfect time. Then the incentive testnet. So this is a testnet where people get rewards. So they've got a testnet, which is the monetization testnet. This is coming in September, October time. This is to reward miners and to reward users. So any videos that are being kind of utilized on the testnet, so when they have their video platform and they have and there's an ability to actually upload videos or upload audio, then you can be rewarded once this incentive testnet comes out. So again, there's 3 milestones by October. And then partnerships and listings to follow. They haven't told me anything, right? They can't tell me anything because this information is under an NDA. But there is a listing to come. And partnerships, they are on the verge of onboarding a content delivery network that is currently making $100 million in revenue. All right, they couldn't tell me who, but they can tell me that it is of significance. And then last of all, the mainnet, which is coming Q1 of 2022. And with that, we'll follow a pilot with traditional companies. Traditional companies that are utilizing, basically by traditional companies, this is ones that use the normal internet infrastructure. Okay, I'm not going to name names, but I'm just going to give examples. Pornhub, OnlyFans, that kind of thing. Okay, so they're going to be piloting their technology with companies working traditionally on the internet and seeing how well they fare with the architecture. So, Stratos looks exciting. And this is why I love Stratos, because it is a blank canvas. It's right at the beginning. There's so many milestones to come. This is a long-term hodl. I would recommend that if you are looking to hodl this for 3 or 4 years, that you buy this, ride this, sell it, buy it bottom, ride it. Because I think this is going to be a very, very good one. Right, okay. So that is Stratos. Now, last of all. So, Poly Launcher. So Poly Launcher is the next big IDO platform, IDO launchpad. So there is no official decent launchpad working with or on the Polygon network. All right, so Poly Launcher is the Polygon ecosystem launchpad. Now, they are concentrating on metaverse and GameFi projects. Okay, so GameFi is the future of DeFi, in my opinion. A mix between NFT and DeFi. So they are going to be launching projects of Polygon. Now, with Occam, they are launching projects, but there are no smart contracts yet. However, Polygon's just ready to go. They just need a launch pad to be able to launch from, and Poly Launcher could be it. Okay, now they have already got VCs, so this could be a very, very good one. And they have got a whitelist. All right, so the deadline is Friday, so therefore I have to do a spin the wheel Friday for the last remaining people that want to be in on this. So if you want to be in on it, what you need to do is you need to register on app.polylauncher.com, and you need to follow me on Facebook and YouTube. This will be checked before you go on the list, and you have to also join Polygon Telegram and Polygon Twitter, if you can see that. And then do this by Friday, right? Do this and let me know as soon as possible, essentially. Or let Lisa or Patrick know in the chat that you want to be added. Okay, so yesterday I already opened this up to the people who are watching on Facebook. So there's quite a few of you obviously are not watching. That's fine. It's up to you. It's completely down to you. You don't have to watch. Okay, but for those of you who have been watching, as a result of that, people were able to get into this initial Wheel of Fortune, which I'm going to do very, very shortly. Okay, who's excited? Who's excited? So anyway, yes, so it was in this video I did yesterday, which was playing Mario, and it was very entertaining, I have to say. So make sure that you follow this page if you want to be part of it. But anyway, those who were in the chat yesterday were able to get into the lucky draw. So I'm going to do this right now. All right, I'm going to do this right now. Let me just make sure the sound's on. Yeah, the sound is on. So I'm going to choose 2 people. All right, 2 people today. And then the following 3, maybe more, I don't know. Following 3 will be in my next stream. All right, so who's going to be it? Who's going to be on it? Who's going to be on here? So I already populated the list, okay? It's not just these guys. It does go on a little bit lower as well. Oh, this is exciting, right? Tell me this is not exciting. This is a different wheel. Now, if you don't like this wheel, tell me at the end, and I will... I will let you know if I'll change it if you don't like it. I'll change the back to the one I used for Stratos because I really like that one. All right, okay. So, yeah, I love this. Right, let's give it a try then. So, wheels being spun for the first time. Who's it gonna be? Who is it going to be? Let's find out. Wait, where's the sound? Tom Drinovach. Okay, he's first. I don't even remember putting Tom's name in. Tom Drinovach. Let me just make sure it is there. Yeah, it is there. Okay, let's do another one then. Let's do another one. And by the way, those who actually sent stars yesterday, because finally on Facebook I can get monetized. So so now I can get super chats essentially. So yeah, so anybody who sent a super chat yesterday got added based on how much they added. So William, I know, gave me a lot. Patrick gave me a lot, and definitely Lisa Marie gave me a lot as well. So let's see. Come on! What's with the slow spin? Unicorn Star gets it! Unicorn Star gets it! Are you here, Unicorn Star? Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? I know Unicorn Star is one of the faithful, one of the Team Suppo faithful. So I'm delighted with that. So anyway, yes. So There we are. There we are. That's fantastic. Oh, Lucas Lay. Oh, you're there. You're there. Yeah, you're the guy who, you are the one that got me to sing that Poly Launcher song yesterday, aren't you? Right, okay, so there's still opportunities, Right, okay, I will take some final questions now. Also, let me know, Lindsay Gardner. Oh, yeah, your name isn't on there, because you didn't actually say, I looked through all the comments, and you didn't actually say you wanted to be on there. Anyway, so, right, let me know, is that a better wheel, or is the other wheel for the Stratos competition better? Let me know. Let me see if there are any super chats. Super, what is your thought on Efinity? Efinity, I actually have got very positive thoughts about. It's a very low market. Oh, actually, it's not low anymore. It was low last time I looked at it. This was under 50 million last I looked at it. It's just shot up. So anyway, yeah, so Efinity is basically, what's their name? Engine's play at creating a full network, full infrastructure. All right. So these guys have got, I think probably, again, they have got some really, really good VCs behind them. Let me just look on ye old whale app. Efinity. Here's my key philosophy. A freak like me just needs Efinity. Finity. Right, so they've got Crypto.com, CMT Digital, which are the original founding team behind Fenbushi, I think. Or Pantera, one of the two, but it's very high quality either way. They've got GBV, Arrington XRP, Fenbushi, obviously Engine, and Kinetic. So they've got Kinetic and Fenbushi. Arrington is actually top as well. So that's three high quality, very high quality VCs there. So again, this is a huge NFT play. I do think they're better at that price, but yeah, I mean, but either way, you can still go for it. Let me have a gand at other questions. So if you had 25k BSC pad and got in at $1, would you sell half of it into these three projects you mentioned in this video, or would you hodl? Well, 25k gives you platinum. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know what the next big project is going to be on BSC pad, but all I do know is that they've got a really solid marketing team behind any BSC pad project, particularly the really major ones. So if you are confident that the BSC pad is not going to appreciate, there's going to be no launches that you're going to be pissed off about if they come out, and you'd rather go into one of those projects, that is up to you. Would I do it? No, because I like BSC pad, but so therefore I am diversified. Otherwise, I would just sell my BSC pad and go in heavier on those projects. What are we saying? The other wheel, the other one is better. The Stratos one, the other wheel is better. Okay, Lindsay, I'll add you. I will add you, okay? Don't worry. Adash, Tranche S, Binance, looked at it already. Looked at it the other day, but thank you for the contribution. Is Power Ledger still alive? Or is Power Ledger still worthwhile? I still hodl it. But I'm hodling it, and then I'm eventually just going to sell it. I don't really aim to hodl it for very long. But it's still there. Is it as exciting as Energy Web Token? No. Is it going to do as well as Energy Web Token in the bull market? No. Could it still gain good returns? Yes. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't heard from Gemma in a long time. She had 2 or 3 children or something, and not mine. And I have had no updates. But what I do know, I think, is that Cherie. Let me have a look. I don't know for sure. Let me see if Cherie is still working with them. Because if she is, then it means that they probably have some good marketing power. Power Ledger. Good old Power Ledger. Oh, he's still following me. That's cute. They're still active. I mean, I'll give them that. They've been around a long time. Don't know what state of play is. Must be some kind of podcast. It's not. Energy blockchain migration from Ethereum to Solana. Ah, okay. Late. Well, Gemma, if you are watching, where was my update on that? Maybe she thought I'd quit YouTube because my previous channel was deleted. So anyway, yeah, they are obviously still active and they have migrated to Solana. So that's pretty interesting. And look at that following. Insane. And they're followed by MIH Ventures, Huobi, and Still. Yeah, they're pretty good. Patrick Stoll, thank you very much for the $4.99. I will add you again additionally. Buddy Holiday, you're also in there. What's the timescale for a bull market to the mid to low caps? For a bull market in the mid to low caps, are there indicators to spot the bull market is flowing into mid caps and low caps? The only indicator is coin market cap. So once you start seeing that the growth is outweighing that of the mid to large caps, that is when you know. Okay, and it's happening. It's actually happening already. You know, Meter, Refinable, Gero Wallet, AOS, double figures. Let's have a look at the God tier coins. This will give a good indication because God tier coins covers all types of cap. All right, so let's have a look and see what's topping this. So at the very present time, the large caps are doing it. So the money flow is quite clearly. See, how you got to think about it is there is no there's no pattern to it. There's no, oh, it's going to happen on this date or it's going to happen this many weeks after large caps, blah, blah, blah. What happens is that basically Bitcoin goes up first. It's like Moses. It parts the seas, everything follows, right? Now, the cryptocurrency market now has 11,221 cryptocurrencies. So that means that the money flow is spread across a huge amount. And the safety is in investing in cryptocurrencies that have a greater likelihood of going up, right? So there's going to be more bullishness at the top end because these are de-risked. They are not going anywhere, and they are the ones that have the heavy marketing. They've got the heavy visibility. They are going to get the lion's share of money. The money flow is still high on large caps. Just the difference is that if you took the money flow into large caps and put it into low and micro caps, then the gains is much bigger because it needs less money to pump them 2x, 5x, etc. So it's not necessarily an equivalent amount. Like what goes into the large caps is not going to then just stream into the mid caps. But because there is going to be greed in the market, there is going to be a large money flow into the smaller caps, but it comes later. It comes when the retail market comes in because they're going to be wanting to speculate. They're not going to be wanting a 2x, you know, from like Solana or you know, something quite high already, Polygon or Doge or things. They're not going to be wanting a 2x, 3x, 4x. They're going to be wanting like 100x, 200x, whatever. Right, so they're going to be speculating on the small caps. So that is when the money flow is going to start hitting. But you know, you need a degree of recovery still. The alt season is when it happens. So let's just have a quickie look and see where we are at. We are still very much in Bitcoin season. We're at 16. Very much Bitcoin season. Very much Bitcoin still achieving its strength and stability. And literally because it is a large cap, a lot of the larger caps are getting also getting money because kind of with Bitcoin season, it's kind of large cap season really. But altcoin season is going to happen once Bitcoin has had its time. And I don't know how long that's going to be. It could be a couple of months before that happens. And then all of a sudden the big spike at the end. So don't really know when it's going to happen. All I can say is the best thing to do is to buy before the storm. But it will happen. It pretty much always does. Hero TA, please add me to the wheel. Okay. You do need to kind of do all the other things as well though. Do you think BSC pad will break its all-time high? Yeah, I think everything will break its all-time high, pretty much, that's of significance. Like, the way to think about it is that cryptocurrencies that are exciting are definitely going to smash through their all-time high. Cryptocurrencies that have lost relevance, there are no, relative. There are no decent narratives to bring them up. That they are probably not going to achieve all-time highs. If they achieved all-time highs, many moons ago when they were relevant, they may not break their all-time highs. But in the main, most cryptocurrencies are going to break their all-time highs. Okay, it's just going to happen. All right, remember what happened in February, March time. That's just a warm-up. It's just a warm-up. The real question is when is it going to happen? That is the real question. When is the big spikes going to happen? When is the crescendo of the bull market? Is it going to be before December or about December, January? That is the question. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I personally think that it's going to be around about November, like October, November, I think. I only really go on December, January, because that is when, in the traditional finance world, that is typically when every market is bullish. But that doesn't necessarily have to happen with cryptocurrency. I think that the peak is going to be definitely last third of the year. Probably starting from October, ramp up, big finish, November, December. Okay, that's what I personally think. Finally, a YouTube video from Moish. Is that how you say your name, Moish? I don't know why I say it like that, but it just kind of makes sense. Matt Gandhi, Poly Launcher, thanks. £3. Anyway, thank you very much for taking part in today's episode. I think I have covered everything. Yeah, I think I've covered everything, and I have covered a lot as it is. Like, how long have I even been online? Probably a while. Can't even see. Hold on. 1 hour. How did I do that? Right. Okay. So, people, I am now going to make a move. Thank you all for coming. Do follow on Facebook if you haven't, because until I can find a way to do this more scalably, I will be on Facebook. So anyway, yes. So I will then therefore say the body of coins, amen, and the blood of the weak hands, they're all dead, amen. #blessed, and I will see you next time. It is lights out or out.